Say this with me as you're watching my video. Fuck Amber Heard. Fuck the UK Appeals Court for rejecting the appeal from Johnny Depp. And fuck all of these fucking misandrist, abuser apologists for defending Amber Heard during all of this shit. And fuck everyone who still employs her. Fuck you. Amber Heard is such a cunt. And we've all heard the evidence. I've even posted on my channel audio evidence that proves that Amber Heard was in fact the aggressor in every situation around the entire fucking abuse scandal. It was all her. And then we've gotten all these stories in the meantime of her being a stupid bitch, a fucking cunt, digging a deeper fucking hole for herself in the eyes of most common people who have a fucking brain to rub in between their ears. But yet, she is not held responsible for her clear abuse of Johnny Depp. She nearly cut off the man's finger. She shat on his bed for no reason. She got physical with him on more than one occasion. Yet Johnny Depp is the one that's a wife beater? She's the husband beater. She is the one who is directly causing all of the problems in that relationship. But no! We gotta believe all the women's. Fuck off with that shit. But also, the UK Appeals Court, they told Johnny Depp to fuck off, basically. They're like, no, you're done. You're done. We're not gonna give you anything. We're not gonna give you shit. You are done. You are not getting an appeal sent through our court system again. And Amber Heard was so ecstatic that she decided, I'm gonna celebrate this by posting their statement, by saying thank you. And here's what it said. We are pleased, but by no means surprised, by the court's denial of Mr. Depp's application for appeal. The evidence presented in the UK case was overwhelming and undeniable. To reiterate, the original verdict was that Mr. Depp beat Amber Heard on no more than 12 occasions and was left in fear of her life. Mr. Depp's confused recollections caused by years of substance abuse meant he was not a credible witness to his own actions. The verdict stands, and British journalists can write without fear of legal threats that Mr. Depp is categorically a wife beater. Well, that might not actually be the UK court's ruling, but it's certainly someone that is in Amber Heard's pockets. You can certainly sell that. But yeah, so she decided to post that like a fucking cunt. What a hoe. What a fucking hoe. This is some disgusting shit. But then people, as I look on that tweet, said she faked this. She actually edited the comments herself. And here's what the actual statement said per some Twitter users. This was a spokeswoman for Amber Heard's statement. So this wasn't even this was somebody else's statement for her own fucking legal team. And she edited it to make Johnny Depp seem like because he was a drug addict, his testimony was therefore null and void, which is if that was an actual thing in the court case, I don't believe it is, but I was kind of scared that it was, because if it is, that's a lot of fucking people who will be getting off based solely on that fucking fact. Like, seriously, you could have a bunch of people less fortunate than Johnny Depp. Fucking poor women who are stuck on drugs, addicted, can't get off it, depend on a pimp. He slashes their face. She takes it to court. She goes to the police, gets him arrested. But because she's a drug addict, and she's scared for her life, nope, fuck you, because you're a drug addict and you can't remember some things correctly because you're a drug head, fuck you, the case is overruled. That would be a horrible precedent to set. But let's continue. Let's read Amber Heard's spokeswoman's quote. We are pleased, but by no means surprised by the court's denial of Mr. Depp's application for appeal. The evidence presented in the UK case was overwhelming and undeniable. To reiterate, the original verdict was that Mr. Depp committed domestic violence against Amber Heard on no more than 12 or fewer occasions, and she was left in fear of her life. The verdict and lengthy, well-reasoned judgment, including the confidential judgment, has been affirmed. Mr. Depp's claim of new and important evidence was nothing more than a press strategy and has been soundly rejected by the court. Well, the fact that Amber Heard was able to get away with this in the first place, in the original proceedings, complete and utter bullshit. But thanks to The Sun and other assholes in the UK, this got swept under the rug. But you know Johnny Depp wasn't gonna let this go without a fight. You fucking kidding me? You fucking kidding me? No way. No way no upstanding man would let this shit happen to him without fighting back. So that's what he did. Decided, no, I'm gonna get back on this. I'm gonna come back at you. But Amber Heard herself edited her own spokeswoman's statement, tried to make it seem that the UK court busted him for his past drug abuse. And it's sad when someone has substance abuse on the record, because it's like, shit can happen, alright? And they could fall into the drug habit. It's not a situation you want to be in. But that doesn't mean that you discount his testimony because of that. But she was trying to make it seem that the British court discounted his evidence and testimony based on the fact that he was a drug addict at one point. The fuck are you trying to do? Slander the man, obviously, but seriously? How the fuck did you think nobody would catch this? Are you fucking... This is one of the dumbest things. I know not a lot of people around me really paying attention to this fucking Deshaun story, even though they should. But say, if the theory that the Houston Texans were trying to sabotage Deshaun Watson with the sexual assault allegations were true, and this was one of the things they set out, but they edited their own statement to try to make Deshaun seem like a fucking horrible rapist, everybody would be calling him out for that type of bullshit, and people would get immediately suspicious, me included. What the fuck? This just incriminates you more to being a fucking abusive bitch. How do people still take you fucking seriously? How? Other than the fucking money. How do normal people take you seriously? They might not even be normal people, but there are certainly people who are quote-unquote normal that fucking love you for some reason. I want to meet them so I can explain to them in quite grave detail how wrong they are in their assumptions about you. But fuck me. I have never seen a fucking abusive case like this involving anyone dive into this level of fucking pettiness that they're willing to rewrite their own fucking spokesperson's statement to try to make the person they're trying to destroy look even worse, and also tried to slander the... I don't like the UK courts for their fucking appeals decision, fuck that, but they're trying to make it seem like they were taking it a bit way too far by making it seem like Johnny Depp, because he was a drug addict, had his evidence and testimony thrown out. That is absolutely gross. 100%. Fucking gross. Why would you do that? Once again, that is something you could easily see through as what she was trying to do. That was her being a petty fucking cunt. What the hell is wrong with you people? Alright. Now, considering, she was still in Zack Snyder's Justice League, maybe it wasn't Zack Snyder's decision to let him stay on, because Warner Brothers would not fire him from Aquaman 2. Specifically, for some reason, while this case was going on. Maybe they were trying to play the long-range game, like I keep telling people to play, but they played it in the completely wrong direction. Because remember, we all knew that when this stuff was coming out, when the audio was coming out, everybody's like, yep, this bitch guilty. This isn't a public relations thing. We literally had evidence. She literally admitted it on tape. Nobody in the world, I don't think, or at least the people nobody in the world, I don't think, was like, this proves that she's innocent. Or at least the people who were weren't paying attention to it. Everybody that was paying attention to it was like, yeah, this bitch guilty. This bitch guilty. She's fucking abusing Johnny Depp. She needed to cut and this cause all the other stories into questions, which we have. And not only that, she faked getting abused by putting on her own makeup to make it seem like she had a black eye. Like, and also you have the whole charity thing. You know, she lied about giving to charity. So, quadruple fuck her. Like, seriously, someone give me the quad damage power up. Just quadruple fuck. So it's just, she just keeps incriminating herself. But yeah, Warner Brothers probably was playing the long range game and completely fucked up. I'm not blaming Zack Snyder for keeping her there during all this stuff, because maybe he was forced to. Because that's what it seems like. Because, you know that whole Geeks and Gamers thing where he was forced to say something about Geeks and Gamers even though they were very supportive of him? It seems to me that that came from the Warner Brothers top brass and he had no choice. So, that was odd. Very odd. So, the fact that she still has a job, it seems like Warner Brothers coming for her ass. Which, fuck me, Warner Brothers. Like, you continue to prove how useless you are. Fuck you. I hope to God Disney doesn't hire her if she ends up getting fired. Because apparently she has been fired from something. But then again, it's a bunch of this stuff has been rumors. And then it shows up like, oh, she's been fired, and they let the news run for a few days. But then it comes out, oh no, it was just a rumor. She hasn't been fired. It's like, fuck. She can't keep getting away with it. I hope to God somebody finds a way to nail her ass to the proverbial cross. Because goddamn, she deserves a lot of fucking jail time. A lot of fucking jail time. It's pathetic that she's been allowed to go on this long with basically no consequence. Maybe a little bit of financial consequence, but not enough to damage her. Not enough to really damage her in the long term. And she's still got a bunch of fucking roles. And she's just not been held accountable. They won't hold her accountable. All these elite types. And the UK courts siding with the Sun. Like, fuck you. The Sun is bullshit. So yeah, so my big takeaway from this is it don't seem like Amber Heard is going to be held responsible for her bullshit anytime soon. But boy, oh boy, I'm going to be waiting for the day when her comeuppance finally comes. Because that will be a great day indeed. That'll be like the populace in Iraq when they found out that Udi Hussein died. Everybody's just going to be firing AK-47s into the air and all night long. Celebratory gunfire. That's what we're hoping for. Let's hope it gets to that point.